So you're with Mark and Diane at Real Estate News and Views, and we are going to talk about Innisfil stats for July, Mark,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing them. Looking forward to seeing.
and see how the month went. And we already did cover in one of our other videos that in Innisfil, unlike other areas around here in Simcoe County, September, October, November actually gets lower, lower, and lower.
Yeah, kind of odd, eh? Kind
Well,
of
it's
fun.
odd, and I think people should keep that in mind because that's not great.
Makes yeah. Did we show? Do we have any charts for that at all, or any spread?
I think we do.
Yeah. So
So I'll try to share that as well, right?
yeah, let's go through the inventory numbers. Go through what's selling, what's not selling. We're going to cover off what's happening in the market, what we currently seeing. It's definitely a funny market right now. It's a tough one to navigate. We're seeing lots of shifts. So, in saying that, let's take it away. But before we do so, want to make sure that subscribe to our channel for more information in the Simcoe Barrie Innisfil real estate market, and definitely check out the links in the top of our descriptions for buyers and sellers. Okay.
Okay, so the sales last year, 176, this year 171. Oh no, shoot. I was in Innisfil and it
Yeah, I
jumped
was
up.
gonna say those numbers are not looking. Yeah,
Yeah. Those are way too high for Innisfil, aren't they?
yeah.
There we go. So the sales last year, 57. The sales this year, 55, down 3.5%.
Okay. What was it in Barrie? Just scroll up there to show the viewers. It's right next door. I'm just curious.
2.8. 176 last year, 171 this year, 2.8.
So pretty flat, almost very similar number.
Very similar, right? Both of them.
Yeah.
Um, our actives are 511 in Innisfil right now. Last year, 387.
It's up 24%.
Yeah. But the average sale price went up huge.
Month over month it did.
Yeah. Well,
But
almost this is the highest price all year.
yeah. I was reading some articles of looking at some other markets here, and again, they're telling about, the price is down 6, 7%, and they're all using the average price as an indicator. But then that changes next month. It could be up. So it's just not a good indicator to go by. And I don't think, we should be using it in a sense. We cover it off, but I don't really like it for that reason because it changes.
Well, people have to understand that, say in Innisfil, for example, you could have a 5 or 6 or 7 million dollar property on the water.
In
Like
itself.
there's properties out there at that price range on the water, like those huge estate ones,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You get one of those sales and it skews the average price
Yep.
all to crazy hell.
Yep. Yep.
And all you
That's
need is one of them that's crazy like that. And one of the and that kind of price range might sell once or twice in a whole year. You
yeah.
know what I mean? It's not going to happen every month.
No, it's not. It's not. So big swings up, big swings down with the average price.
Yeah, and like even last year, well, we're going to look at the price ranges and what sold, but last year we don't have any months that went over 1 million.
No, no. And again,
So
we know waterfront properties are pretty, sell pretty decently down there in that community.
they do, and some of them can be a lot of money.
Hmm?
So year to date, we're at 413 last year, 358 this year. We're down 13%.
Yeah. Barry's down 15, so we're still a little bit better than Barry, and we're still in that double digit 20 and up to 20 to 30% higher in inventory than last year. So that's a big number. And what we're seeing with that, we're seeing some sellers becoming very aggressive. And we were talking about a property on Nathan Street in Barrie that got relisted. So you're right, it was relisted. It is a relist, but it was conditionally sold and it went back on the market. That was a decent property and unit townhome that back 4 months ago, 640 any day of the week. Now 575, 574.9, call it 575. Pretty sharp price point.
I know.
So we're seeing that we're not seeing that throughout the market all the time, but we're seeing it that if people want to get in front of a, you know, I should say spiraling market because I don't think we're in that kind of a market right now, but want to, get in front of it, it's vacant, let's be the next sale in this townhome. There's, in 119 listings, the three bedrooms probably in Barrie. We want a deal and stuff like that. He gets a deal done.
Well, I told you about the one that I had in Ramara where somebody listed one. Now ours is basically a brand new build, so it's not comparable, but they listed like $400,000 less. Like, and I actually called the agent and said, like, what are you doing? And she's got multiple offers now. She wasn't withholding offers.
Yeah, for
She
sure.
said, well, I went by the comparables in the neighborhood and blah, blah, blah. And I said to her, well, like when I listed, I went by the comparables and 449 is a ridiculously low price. Like it was a ridiculously low price.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it obviously went over because they had more than one offer, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But she said, my guy just wants it gone.
Well, that's it. Some sellers say, I'm done. Get the sign up, get this thing sold. What's it going to take?
Yeah,
It's going to take. Okay, and it gets done,
yeah,
right? And
yeah.
buyers
And
are
like I said before, agents want to sell houses. Like they don't want a house to sit there forever.
can't. You got to continue to be adjusting. You just have to. But
Hmm.
that's going to make havoc for you for your sale now. Is there a
Yeah.
buyer that can justify the extra couple $100,000? No, let's be honest, they can't.
Well, this is
Cost involved
this
in
is
new
the
build.
problem.
I
This
get
is
it.
Yeah, and we talked about this in our last video. Is all you need is somebody in your neighborhood to give it away, and now you have a new norm,
Two, two.
and it screws up the whole neighborhood.
We're seeing a lot more of that. We're seeing it in different ranges too, not just the low end. We're seeing it some higher end pricing as well. And you know what? I did some comparables on a proper on some showings on I did on in Bradford on Sunday, and whoa! I mean that market sucks too. Been looking at the amount of again the amount of inventory down there is different than it is here, but stuff isn't turning, and the price that we're looking at was between 8 and 9, and you know the 900,000 mark. 4 or 5 of the properties show well, but double digit days on market, double digit, and not selling, right? So the one we looked at was an 899. So of course we're looking at what's listed going, okay, well, they've tried it, they're not successful, and there's some detriments to that property. Um, so I think the price point has to be sharper. And you and I both know that when will it come down? Well, after 2 or 3 weeks, there's no offers, and you have a serious seller, you better come down. Don't
Yeah,
even wait 3 weeks. You wait 10 days.
yeah, yeah. That's kind of what I'm doing now. Like the one I have in listed in Innisfil, every 2 weeks
You have to
yeah.
adjust. It's not
Hmm.
selling.
Hmm.
You have to get out in front of it. They're serious sellers, and we need to get it gone. And we don't know where this market's going. We don't.
No, now I do want to add that historically in Barrie, it does go up in September, October, November.
Yeah, but
Innisfil does not.
yeah.
So
Well,
it depends where you're at, right?
I don't think we're going to see a robust fall market in Simcoe County.
I don't think so either.
We missed it in the spring market, shows in the inventory levels. And then now we're starting to see, again, well, another 3 weeks, people are into back to school mode.
Yeah.
They're, thinking about it already. Okay, every store you go to has got all back to school stuff. And then bang, they're in school. 2 weeks later, the fall market kind of is in full swing. And I don't think we're having one this year.
No, it'll be interesting.
Look at the inventory levels. Okay.
So 5 to 600, there's 17 active,
Mm-hmm.
two sales, one last year. But you know what, Mark?
Such,
Those are mostly like Sandy Cove
yeah. Yeah.
and
Yep.
in Innisfil, right?
Yep. Yep.
I didn't even bother to do the percentage of change, and I'll show you why. 6 to 7, 35 listings, 10 sold, 12 last year. Like we're almost level.
Yeah, you're pretty flat. Again, 28% of the inventory is selling. Let's say it's 30, so 70, make it easy. 70% is not selling. And that's a low range. There's quite a few townhomes down there, right?
Yeah.
That listen to community.
And cottagey type.
Right, right.
So it's 7 to 8, 59 listings. 7 this year, 7 last year, like totally flat.
12% selling, right?
So
88 selling.
88% not.
And I like putting those numbers in because it's showing that, the sales are still weak. And we're seeing this in other markets in this region. Same kind of things,
Oh yeah,
right?
it's no different.
Fraction is selling. And we can't even say 25%.
No.
Like it's not. And as we progress through higher ranges, those numbers get less and less.
Well, this is what I wanted to say. So 8 to 9, 57 actives, 5 last year, 5 this year, only 8 last year in Innisfil.
9% selling, right?
So 91% is not.
Oh, a lot of inventory, right?
Yes.
So we look at, hang on 1 second. We got 14 months worth of inventory.
That's what I'm saying. Like we have over a year's worth of inventory.
Right. So let's just go back up to let's go to 6 to 7 range and just see, you know what I mean? It's not hard for me to do this.
It's 3.5 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
But look at as we get into the higher ranges. So look at this. 9 to a million. We have 45 actives, 4 sold this year, 8
Right.
last year.
Right.
So it's down 50% in that range.
Yeah. Like there's not 3 or 4 months, there's double digit months now.
Well, that one's 10 months or 11 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is the scariest one in Innisfil. Active over a million, 201,
It's massive.
and only 20 sales. 19 last year, so basically flat.
10% of it's selling. 90%'s not. All right.
But how many months of inventory is that?
10 months. 10 months of inventory.
Yeah.
So we know Innisfil is coming down, but really is not based on previous data. Doesn't really, fall market doesn't do much.
No, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the 10-year. And here's the 10-year.
So we're going off. So yeah, take them through it. That'd be good.
So in 2024, as you can see, 57 sales in July. In 2023, it was 55. In 2022, it was 42. 2021 was 99. 2020 was 163.
How far we're off those numbers within 4 years.
I know. And the issue though is it goes 63 last year. There was 63 sales.
Mhm.
But then in September there was 56, so we go down. Then there was 60, 61, 46 in December. So we don't even hit the August number.
No.
In 2023, we see the same thing. July 55, then we see August 56, September 51, October 35, November 29.
Look how far it dropped off from a year in 23 compared to 24.
Well, even 2022, right? It goes August is 53, then we go 51, 53, 37, 41. Like it drops.
It's kind of, but then you look at other years, it's up. So it's hard to say. It could go up because they're kind of all over looking at when we go back and
Well, it's not really up, Mark, because in 2021, in August, we were 96. Then in September, we went to 75. Then we went back up to 98, but we're still not where July was at 99.
No.
Then we go down to 84, then 49.
Yeah.
Like if you look every year, except the COVID year,
Yeah.
it's not great.
It's not great. It's not great. Right. Lots of products, lots of uncertainty still in the marketplace. Sentiment is in the garbage can, not coming out anytime soon.
Yeah.
And
And I mean, the scary thing for me is like, are we going to have people just, okay, I need out and I'm lowering this thing and lowering this thing? That's what's happening.
yes, we are. Yes, we are. I've seen by pulling up, we'll go back to Bradford's story, by trying to find comparables and stuff and went through the streets within a 500-meter radius, there's 4 streets, etc. Looked at what's listed too, and again, not just to look at what's been listed in that range to see how it shows. Two of those properties were bought last year and took some time to sell, and they're asking a little bit more of a premium for them today. And one was like 5.7%. Please help me understand why we're showing a 6%, and that's Texas, a 6% increase in price. Market was crap last year. It's sure and it's shitter now this year. Well, they put some upgrades in. Okay, but you got to, just because they put them in doesn't mean that the buyer is going to pay for them.
No.
They're not. Maybe it only takes one, but are they going to really pay for those? I don't know.
And
There's lots of inventory out there.
we've seen quite a few even in Barrie that were bought last year and sold this year, and they all took a hit.
Market shifted, market,
Your client bought one on Cedar, and those people took a hit.
they took 100 grand hit.
My people on Thrushwood, same thing, way over 100 grand hit.
That's what happens sometimes, right? Cedar, those folks took another job position in Kingston. Okay, we got to sell. Who knows if that wasn't worked into the compensation? I don't know. I don't care. But they priced it pretty aggressive, right? To get some attention and eyeballs on it. I think we're going to keep seeing that. Pricing is going to become very aggressive. And we're starting to see it now at the lower getting in at this, I'm not saying price range, but it's just there right now. It's in its infancy. I'm going to say it's past its infancy stages. When's it going to? But every week we're seeing more things getting priced. Whoa, that's a pretty good price.
I'm finding the same thing. Like 3 months ago, we were saying everything is overpriced.
Right. Now we're kind of going, whoa, things are coming down. We're seeing it.
Yeah. And
Right?
we're seeing ones that we're even saying like, holy shit, that's good value. Like, oh my God.
Compared to where it was a couple months ago. Right.
Yeah,
And
January and February, actually, there was a little bit of an uptick.
yeah, well, yeah, that's changed so much from then. That uptick lasted 30 days and that's it. So it looked good for 1 month and that's it. And then it went downhill. But for buyers today, holy cow, they have a lot of options today, and sellers better put that through their heads.
Well, and I think that's the whole thing that I think people have to really realize is that there we are at a stage where people are being aggressive. They're lowering the price. They're coming out. A lot of them are listing lower right off the get-go.
And
And just like this agent in Ramar said to me, well, he wants it gone and sold and closed before the snow flies.
okay,
So he's not messing around now. Like
no,
as we start coming up to the slowest time of the year,
yeah, it's tough.
people are getting more aggressive, right?
You have to, you have to,
You have to.
right? Someone buying in October, you could be moving in December or January, which people hate doing that,
Nobody
but
likes doing that.
likes to do that. So, the windows now to say, let's Let's sell it now. And it wouldn't be uncommon right now to getting a deal done today. We close in October.
Yeah. That's what
So,
I mean. We're basically halfway through August.
correct.
So
Correct.
now you're closing in like you say, either end of September, October.
Yeah.
So if you're coming out in the fall market, you better like be aggressive if you want it gone and close before snow's coming.
100%.
And
Yeah.
let me tell you, Mark, last year I moved in March, right?
Yeah. Still kind of a crappy time.
Mark, it was horrifying. Do you remember we had like 5, 6 feet of snow?
We had lots of snow, cold
And
too.
I moved at the beginning of March,
Yeah.
first week.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for the people that bought my house in a way because I know I left crap in that backyard.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it.
No, I,
Like I we dug out like the lawn furniture and the barbecue, but I know I had like little pots over here and little things over. I couldn't find it. Are you kidding? There's 6 feet of snow. It's like
yeah.
it was horrifying moving in that. So I understand where people don't want to do it. So if you are listing in the fall, September, October, you better be listed.
Oh yeah, you got to be and pay attention to those numbers. They're staggering. They're staggering. And if an agent tells me, well, it might be sold by then, you're full of shit. Point blank.
I know.
N- Very, very, very. You're not getting showings every day. You
Mark,
might get one showing a week or nothing.
most people I'm talking to, they're not getting showings at all.
Correct. 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 Right?
And
So,
the issue is the reason I say that is because I had a listing a couple years ago and I went there at the end of September and I said, okay, they wanted to clean up some stuff and do some stuff, right? And I said, okay, well, we need to be listed by October for sure. Oh yeah, no problem, no problem. Well, every week or every couple of weeks I'm checking in with them. Well, how's it going? Oh, we need a bit more time. We need a bit more time. We need a bit more time. So anyway, it just kept getting pushed and pushed, right? Ended up listing nearly at the end of November.
why bother?
It sat there till March, Mark.
Why bother? Not, no, no one's coming. No one's going. Especially, and we don't know. This weather's so crazy in a sense. Like, look at the summer that we've been. It's so friggin' hot out for weeks now. Look at the winter that we had. Lots of snow and cold. And I know every day in the calendar because I skied it. Average day was minus 20. You just freeze all the time.
Yeah.
Are we going to get that this year? Maybe.
I
Maybe.
heard I heard that it's supposed to be a bad winter again. And I did an open house down in Sandy Cove, well, Park Bridge on Sunday, and I thought it was like 40 degrees. I thought I'm not going to get anybody. I actually got 6 groups through.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised.
So was I. I was surprised because I thought, who the hell wants to be driving around, walking around out here today? Like it's awful.
It's awful.
And in the winter, we had February where every other day
Yeah.
was a blizzard and freezing and snow and more snow and more snow. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. If you want to sell this year, like I suggest you get on it and don't put it off and don't take forever to get your little fixes done.
Get on it and be detailed because on those showings, like we showed a couple in Innisfil too on the weekend. They weren't ready for sale.
Dirty.
Dirty. Kids inside the cupboards weren't wiped out. Baseboards, filthy, dirty. Door. We didn't want to touch anything. We lasted 2 minutes and we left. Want to go? We don't. There's 25 other ones. Let's go.
I told you when I was showing the one client in the $1 million range, I was appalled.
Like, folks, do you know what market that we're in? It's not a good market. Wake, wake up.
I
Wake
listen,
up.
I was shocked too because I showed 8 or 10, and out of all of them, maybe two of them were like actually clean. And like you said, there wasn't chips, paint out of the baseboards and stuff. two out of them all. The rest, like I'm like thinking, like
Yeah,
I don't know. I thought it was just normal procedure, and people knew that when you're selling your house, it's probably going to look the best it's ever looked, even when you live there, and it should.
and it should. It has to.
It
No,
has to.
it should. No, it has to today. Let's get rid
Yeah,
of should, because it has to look that way.
exactly.
Because you're not getting any showings, right? Really. No one
Well,
is.
and then if you actually get one
Yeah,
and they walk in,
they love it.
or it's dirty and yucky,
They're not staying.
no,
They're not staying. So
no. It
that's
turns people right off, right? Like they're out.
the road, the road, right? So, and it can't be, wow, we're priced pretty good. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No.
You gotta be presented the best you can be,
Hmm.
right? Like you said, it's got to look the best that you don't want to move now because it's never been like this before.
My
That,
house never looks as good ever
right.
until I'm about to move.
We've all gone through that, right? We've all gone through that.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Anyway, I think we did a good job there, Mark.
brought that up.
Yep.
Yeah, enjoy the hot day.
You too.
Yeah. Get your house
Bye.
for yourself, folks. See you.
See ya.